Good morning, guys and gals. This is your host Joe of Posting to Life with Joseph. This is Spyder ride number 50. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning on January 24th of 2023. I'm in In-N-Out, which I'll scan to in a second, but there's so much traffic into this In-N-Out that they've had to block off the left turn lane, and you have to drive up and turn around, which I did. I managed to not have to take a 90-point U-turn trying to get the Spyder turned around. So here's In-N-Out. I'm gonna get a 3x3 for breakfast with well done fries, coffee, which is actually pretty good here, and a big iced tea, and I'm gonna sit and eat and have a pretty reasonably easy day. So you'll see my food and you'll see what's next. No, I'm good. I can't remember if I filmed this or not, but here's what's left of my breakfast. Big iced tea, coffee, I'm gonna have my shake, and my morning pharmacology. So here we go. And we'll see what's next. Well, guys and gals, I had breakfast, I'm hooked up, everything's plugged in, I got the ignition on, but not the motor running. Mark, God love him, my brother, said a number of vlogs ago that, you know, we can't hear you over the bike. So the Garmin says it's about 92 or 94 miles back to Shady Pines. I'm gonna make a couple of stops. It won't be a long day. I do need to get gas. So we'll see what's next. Our next stop of the day, and hopefully the roads from here on in will not be as miserable as what we just had most of yesterday and on Rocks Road this morning. I am at the intersection, or the interchange of California 156 and US 101. I am just west of the town of San Juan Bautista. This part of the bypass that took San Juan Bautista off of US 101 was built in 1938. And this monument here was built at the same time. In the late 50s, Caltrans built the overpass interchange that greatly improved the safety out here, and they kept this. As you see, I'm walking along here You see the old brick fence. And this is westbound California 156, which, based on how this is all set up, looks like I'm going to have to go north on US 101. It's not that big of a deal. I know where I am. I know how to get home. So I wanted to film this. I've got a picture or two or three to splice in, or to pip in, and I'll talk more about it if I need to on the road footage. So we'll see what's next. Our next stop of the day, about 1:40 in the afternoon, or 13:40 for my military time type friends, finds us at Casa de Fruta, which is on California 152 between Gilroy and Santanella and Los Banos. This has been here for 100 years. Used to be just a coffee shop, and now there's a lot more to it. You see the Tesla even has a charging setup here. I don't know if they charge, but I would think they do, like any other fuel. The cafe here, the big deal was, and there were always signs and mechanical billboards that talked about, excuse me, the cup flipper, where you go to get a cup of coffee and the owner, the head guy, somehow flips the cup up and it lands right side up in the saucer. I imagine this is on YouTube somewhere. Maybe I'll root around and hunt it up and see if I can't splice it in or pip it in. But oh God, the sun. So I'm feeling a little more poorly than usual. You know, I think I'm going to name my illness. I'm not quite sure, but I'm going to name it. Instead of just saying I don't feel well or it's starting to hurt me, I'm going to say, you know, loci. I'm going to blame the trickster loci. Loci, you rat bastard, this is you. And Freya, God love you. I'm devoted to you, Freya, fully, but you're dropping the ball here again. So I'm going to get back on the bike. I'm going to ride over Pacheco Pass. I'm going to get on 5, and pretty much I'll probably stop at the reservoir just to see how full it is or not. It's a pretty, you know, I stop there a lot. So we'll get back on the bike and we'll see what's next. Watch this tractor trailer pull right in front of this little car. Damn near rammed him right into the Jersey wall. I didn't check the time, but our next stop of the day is down here at Dinosaur Point, which is a spot on what is now the San Luis Reservoir. You've seen me stop at the visitor center here more than once, so I'm probably not going to stop there today. I stopped here instead to point out that this is the older Pacheco Pass Highway in California 152. On the way down here, I noticed some even older little spots of 152. If I think about it, there's a turnout up there that I'll stop and just run some film of without me babbling too much. So, and I'm gonna pip in a picture here of when the reservoir was really low, and you can still see part of the old highway. So that's another reason that we came down here. I come across pictures that I think may come in handy one day. So there you go. Running out of steam. We'll see what's next. I'm at the Vista Point on Interstate 5 northbound in Stanislaus County. For those of you who've watched me or been with me or traveled with me, you know I stop here a lot and run film, and almost like a closing shot, but not quite. This is the Central Valley Water Project, the CVP. For those of you who maybe aren't from out here, it moves water from Northern California through the Delta and then down to farmers and other users, houses and factories and stuff in Central and Southern California. There's a lot of big to do out here about water. Water is oil. Water is more important than oil in a way. A lot of the farmers out here are saying that we don't need to be putting as much water through the Delta, and the people whose livelihoods depend on the Delta are saying if you don't flush enough water through the Delta, then the Delta is going to become brackish, which is kind of more salty than fresh water, but not salt water. And then you've got an economic crisis from the Delta becoming brackish and towns like Rio Vista and stuff drying up even more. Of course, there's a lot more to it, and water politics have been going on forever. Mulholland Drive, William Mulholland was instrumental in diverting Owens River and Owens River Valley to Los Angeles. There's a whole big thing about that. If you're interested, you should Google it. Nevertheless, I'm running out of steam. I'm about 45 minutes out. I'm starting to struggle a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and just mosey on home. If anything exciting happens, I'll have it on film, but bluntly, for the most part, y'all have seen the ride home. It's not, it's not much changes. So we'll have a final shot when I get back to Shady Pines. Well, guys and gals, this is our wrap-up shot of our ride today, Spyder Ride 50, and the 4-ride excursion, 47, 48, 49, and 50. Our ride today, I think I said earlier in your film it was like 90 miles. I don't know what the hell I was thinking about, but I rode 153.1 miles. I averaged 28.6, and bluntly, when I got on the 5, I wasn't messing. My max was 86, my average was 45 miles an hour, and I had 3 hours and 24 minutes of runtime on the motor. The trip was 650.8 miles, averaging 28.6 mpg, high of 89, average of 42, and 15 hours and 45 minutes of runtime. I definitely have got to get on this moving and stuff, so I'm going to be busy for a while until I get everything resolved. So this is your host, Joe. I'm going to post this to Life with Joseph. Thank you for coming by and watching my nonsense. I appreciate it. Enjoy your day. Peace be with you, and we'll see you for the next one.